Well, hello there, internet friends and family. Today is Tuesday, March 8th, 2016. So apparently a very cold, rainy front went through last night. The roads in my house, the sidewalk, everything was wet this morning. And the snow line is way down on the mountains, way down. I'm sure it won't last because the temperature is going to heat up to the 80s at the end of the week. But it was very whoa, snow on the mountains again this morning. It's there are clouds around. Apparently there's showers, maybe north of here. I don't see anything between here and work, or home and work. There wasn't any kind of shower activity. It's kind of clear. I mean, there are clouds in the area, so. And it's cold. It's like in the 40s right now, which we haven't had this kind of weather for a couple of months, so. All right, well, I need to get into work, but just wanted to give you this update while I was thinking of it. The mountains were beautiful to watch, to see on the drive-in this morning. Talk to you later. Okay, I'm finally going to tell you the story of the time that I met Leo Dicaprio. So it was about 1995. A friend and I went to New York. We were both living in Southern California at the time. It was my first trip to New York. Never been there before. And it was like this magical trip to New York. I cannot even tell you. So we were on the flight, and I think we got upgraded to first class or business class. And now this is 1995. So there was a woman on the plane who was a vendor for the phones on the plane, the phones in between the seats. And she was giving out free vouchers or free calls for people to test out the phones and give feedback. So we got an in-flight call. I don't know who she called. I called my parents. Who else are you going to call at, 40,000 feet? So I called my parents, talked to them. We go to New York. It is just like this magical thing. We're walking through Rockefeller Center, and we see a line for Conan O'Brien's show. We're like, oh, we should see if we can get in. So we walk up, and they're like, we need 2 people. And we were 2 people, so they took us right in. They took us to the front row of the show because some VIP didn't show up minutes before taping. So we got those front row seats. It was awesome. So long story short, one of the things that happened that weekend is there was a wrap party for Saturday Night Live at Rockefeller Center. You can look up above. I think you look down where the ice skating rink is during the winter. And so it's this big wrap party with all these celebs. And we were trying to get into this party, but of course you couldn't because everything you had to have credentials, blah, blah, blah. So we strike up a conversation with these guys. One of them's a photographer. He has access to the party. He's going to let us get in, which he keeps telling us this. And by the end of the night, he does get us into this party. Excuse me. So we get down into the party. We see Conan O'Brien, Madeline Kahn, and Leonardo Dicaprio is there. He's standing off by himself. So I believe they were filming the Basketball Diaries. That's why I had to look up online. So it was around 1995-ish. They're filming the Basketball Diaries. He is so out of it. His eyes were so glazed. I don't know if it was drugs, if it was alcohol, if it was both, but he was just like, now this is before he really hit it big. Remember, this is before Titanic. This is before everything, and he was 21 years old at the time. Again, I checked his age on IMDb. But he was just this young kid, and this photographer guy is taking pictures. We asked if we could take a picture with him. He's like, yes. We took a picture, and the photographer guy was going to send us all these pictures, which we never got because probably there was no film in the camera. Again, before cell phones and digital photography, right? So what else happened that trip? Oh, we went to the Marriott Marquis and the revolving bar, and the bartender gave us free appetizers. I kid you not, everywhere we went, it was like we just got handed stuff. It was such a magical trip, especially for my first time to New York. Having grown up in California, there's such this coast rivalry between the East Coast and the West Coast, and I mean, I was just like, everybody is so nice. I could not believe how nice everybody was. And like I said, it was just a magical trip. We had a great time. So that's my story of meeting Leo DiCaprio. Won an Academy Award. There you go. So he's come a very long way. All right, so we shall talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.